so I just wanted to share with you just an experience I just had like literally half an hour ago. I was sitting in my shop and playing on the internet on Facebook, and this it was almost like Jay-Z and Beyonce came to my door. It was like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah, blingy couple.
It was like they looked like Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's all I can say. It was like a couple. They came to my door, and he was automatically challenging me, right? He said,
right.
Oh, fortune teller. Oh, let's do this. And she was like following behind with her hair and everything. And I'm like, oh my God. So I said, hi. I said, do you want a reading? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, okay. And he was kind of in my face a bit too. He was like really trying to challenge me, I suppose.
Alpha male.
Yeah, alpha male sort of thing. And I'm thinking in my head, this is going to be fun. I just knew. So, I sat them down. I said, take a seat. I closed the door so it's private. And I started with him. I said, what would you like? And he said, just a 10-minute reading. And I said, okay, I can do 10 minutes. 10 minutes is for one question or one area of your life. And he said, can I do 2 areas of my life? And I said, not for 10 minutes. I said, I won't have enough time. He said, okay, let's do 20-minute reading. I said, great. So I started the board. He had Neptune first. Actually, he had the planet Neptune first. And I said, Neptune's about going deeper within yourself and going to the spiritual self or washing away the old. But it's also about allowing the tide. So it's very esoteric. Many people will say, oh, that's very vague, whatever. And then I went on to his career because he wanted to know about his career and his love life. And I said, he had Pluto in his career. And I said, Pluto's about letting go of something. It's about finishing. It's the god of death. But there's also treasure in the underworld. I said, so you may have a lot of talent, a lot of abilities in something, a lot of experience, but perhaps feeling a bit in the dark in the underworld. And then I said, you have the last card he had was Ceres in his career. Ceres is the Mother Earth. It's like regeneration. And I said to him, Ceres is a bit like a tree that grows, but it's very slow. And he said to me, yes. He said, I said, you may be feeling a bit lost in your career, but there's something good that you're going to grow. So he said, yes, he just finished his career. So I said, that's Pluto. I said, Pluto means an ending.
Right.
And he said, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I kind of won him over already at this point. So he sort of went from this stud, I'm going to show this fortune teller.
One for Paris.
Yeah. It wasn't that hard, actually. It was like I was saying before, peeling an onion. It was like I just peeled the outer layer so far,
Well,
anyway,
sometimes when you get a puffed up chest guy, then sometimes
if
you demure a little bit.
Yeah.
Show like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'm seeing.
I did it very gently. I did it very gently. And then I said to him, but with Pluto in your 6th house, that means you have a lot of talent, a lot of experience. And he said, yes, he works in transport, or he works in transport and also to do with public transport sort of thing, like his own business. But he closed it down. And I said to him, well, you still got a lot of experience in that field, which is valuable, but you may have to reinvent how you do it or do your own business, but do it in a different way. And I said, but it's going to take a long time to grow, but it will be successful because you have Ceres, which is a tree. A tree gives fruit, but it takes time. I said, in the meantime, while you're building, you may need to find other little projects to keep you kind of, interested and whatever. And he was like, oh my God, you're so right. You're so true. So anyway, so then I get to his love life. Okay. So then I notice in the cards straight away he had no Venus and no Mars at all. and like he's a sexy looking guy, and his wife or girlfriend was sexy, Beyonce, right? And I said, oh, this is interesting because, you know, you don't have any Venus, which Venus is the goddess of love and sex and joy and fun. I said, but it's missing. And I said, and you also don't have Mars. And I said, Mars is sex, male sex drive, male ego, male bravado. Although he appeared that way in his planets, it wasn't actually there. And I was thinking to myself, what could this possibly mean? Because I'm thinking he looks like a real stud, right? And he said to me, he said, yeah, I actually have not been able to have sexual function. And I was like, oh, okay. So she's sitting in the back listening. And he said, yeah, I haven't been able to perform sexually and I feel really bad. And I said to him, yeah, I said, well, Mars means no sex drive, no sexual energy. Venus is the same. You know, it's male and female sex drive and they're both missing. And he started to cry. So it was quite amazing. And then I said to him, you know, because you're Neptune and you have Pluto as well, I said, they're very like underworld, under the surface. I said, so
gotta work on your noggin.
Yeah, I said, you have to do some inner work there because both of those are subterranean. They're underneath, right? And he said, yeah. And then he told me that he lied to his ex-girlfriend and he wasn't complete with that. So it wasn't this woman that he was with now. I said, Neptune means you need to go back and wash away something and heal something and cleanse something. And he said to me, yeah, he said he lied to his ex. We didn't get into the details because only 20 minutes. But he got what he needed from me. And I said, yeah, Neptune means you need to go and wash away something, purify, and get complete in your soul. Because Neptune is the soul. Neptune is water as well. Water is emotions, and it's our feelings. So I said, you've got to go back and cleanse something in order for you to go forward. And he was like, oh, thank you so much. Thanks so much. And his girlfriend was crying in the back. So that was quite an amazing reading, you know. And it was like I said, it was like peeling an onion. It was like he came in with all this sort of macho bravado. And then slowly, I peeled everything away and gently, you sort of opened it up. And he said, thank you so much. So
it's actually really sweet, I think.
Yeah,
I think for me, it's really touching because that's the good shit, you know?
Yeah, it is. It is. And you know what? It's readings like that make this job worthwhile because sometimes you get people that just want to play the fool and be silly, you know. And I think he did that at the beginning because probably he was also scared. A lot of people do that when they're intimidated too. They act like, oh, this is a load of, you know, nonsense or whatever. But, you know, once you start pinpointing a few things, you know, the real person, you know, appeared.
Shows up real fast.